Would you be happy living with you? Would you be happy with the quality of life that you share? Would you be happy with the guidance, direction, and discernment that you provide? Are you happy with what it is that you represent to the other side of the relationship? Have a listen to the yarn and understand how all of these different things affect the interaction, therefore the relationships that we have with those around us, especially our dogs. What's good, everyone? Just out here getting after it once again. You know what it is, and I hope all you guys out there are doing just the same, continuing on this journey to be able to create better individuals to give back to your dogs and your family units. Now, I wanted to jump on here and ask you the question, would you be happy living with you? Think about the quality of life that you provide to the other side of the relationships that you cultivate within your own life. Think about what it is that you represent to these people or your animals within the other side of the relationships that you have within your life. Would you be happy living with you? Allow that to sink in and hold yourself to the moral obligation and the duties found within that question. And be honest with self. Would you really be happy living with you? Because you know what? If the answer's no, well, start adopting the responsibilities to change that up. Hold yourself accountable, because there are so many people out there that live selfishly within these relationships. I'll even start off even within people that train their dogs, that participate within a lot of different activities with their dogs. Would you really be happy living with you? For these dogs that know nothing else but kennel training, crate training. These trainers that become so particular within what it is that they ask of their dogs, that their dogs can never actually make them happy. I challenge you, would you be happy living with you? Of course not. How selfish can you be within this relationship? How one-sided can this actually be? And I will say, for those of you out there that are guilty of this, you need to take a good look in the mirror. Because you know what? That type of behavior is utterly fucking disgusting. It is putrid. How selfish. Ugh. Yuck. What disgust. What character, huh? Do something about it. For those of you out there living within instabilities, would you really want to follow the guidance and direction of someone living in such a way that lives behind the blatant excuse and empowerment of a victim mentality of why it's okay for you to live your life through these instabilities and these neurotic mindsets and behaviors, and why you still expect your animals or those around you, your children, to behave? How can instability create stability? It cannot. Instability, which essentially is just chaos, can only ever feed further into more chaos, into more instability. It takes stability to create stability. Do you not see the difference? So for those of you out there that are living in such a way, I challenge you to heal self. I challenge you to learn how to cultivate a different individual from the inside out. To learn to identify yourself as something respectable instead of a blatant victim of why this is okay, because you know what? It is not. Really ask yourself within all areas, what type of quality of life do you actually provide? Actually ask what it is that you represent to the other side of the relationships that you cultivate. Would you really be happy living with you? Would you really be happy living under the life that you provide? Would you really be happy taking the guidance and direction that you provide? Do you give enough outlets? Do you give true environmental enrichment? Do you feed true stability? Do you share true clarity? Think about it. If not, there's work to be done? Do you have confidence through your competence? If not, there's work to be done. Are you one of these people that just allow your children or your dogs to rot because you think that you're giving them everything they need by just blatantly mollycoddling them? That is just as detrimental as the individual that allows them to rot in a kennel, that allows them to rot out on a chain spot. Do you not understand the difference? I know dogs that live within kennels but have the fulfillment within day-to-day life, and you know what? They're a lot happier than the dogs that are turning into couch potatoes, that have essentially just turned into a glorified house ornament. Why is that? Because there is fulfillment within the quality of life that their owners provide them. So think about how this applies within yourself and your own relationships that you cultivate. For a lot of you fur parents out there, think about how this applies within parenting itself. You call yourself a parent? Well, what are the moral obligations and what are the duties that you must uphold to your own standards within being a parent? Hold yourself to that. I hope that can sink in. Apply yourself to do right, to be right. Do what's right by the other side of the relationship. Allow that to sink in. God bless. Peace.